persist, my lord. My lord, the court will remember that when we adjourned on Wednesday, it was specifically for me to go and bring cogent reasons as to why I object to the production of the statement of the witness that is coming now. So I assume that that will be my turn before the witness is called. And further, my lord, an issue that Mr. Baloyi keeps on referring to is that so far as number one, this and this doesn't apply. I also don't have the first arresting officer statements. So I'm surprised that we're talking about a witness that is at the tail end of the process, whereas I don't have where the process begins.
Are you contesting that your client was never arrested? Let's start there. Was your client ever arrested?
He was arrested by whom?
Yeah? I don't know. I'm asking you.
I also
Didn't you
don't
take
know.
instructions about the arrest of your client?
That's what we want to establish from the arresting officer statement, my lord.
Yes, he'll bring them. Who's the arresting officer?
It's Sergeant Mokola.
Did he make an arresting statement, Sergeant?
In conjunction with...
Did he make a statement?
Well, as far as the specific aspect is concerned, my lord, we just have to canvass it, you know. I don't want to put it as a fact, you know. Without having established that fact, we need to check that fact. But it should have been the arresting officer in conjunction with Brigadier Giminda.
So, will you be satisfied if they call the arresting officer?
The statement and indeed,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll call him. The court can order that they must call him.
But then, my lord, it's like I'm saying, it's at the tail end of, this witness is at the tail.
Have you ever challenged the arrest of your client? You?
In terms of?
The arrest. When I was still practicing in the 50 years,
Yes.
I used to start by asking my client the circumstances of his arrest. If there was something unlawful about it, I would challenge it in court. Have you taken instructions about the lawfulness or unlawfulness of the arrest of your client?
I have.
So?
I have.
Was it lawful? You don't even have to tell me. But you have never challenged it. Because he appeared in the regional court, and thereafter this matter was postponed for trial in the High Court before my brother, Ramu.
It's not me.
No, I mean the previous brother of mine, the judge.
Judge Maumela. Judge Maumela.
Yes, before Judge Maumela, he ran with the trial, I don't know, for a year or whatever. And then it comes to me, they put the charge in my presence against your client. That is done A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Your client pleaded, you confirmed that your instructions are proper, and you even exercise your client's rights in terms of Section 35 that he remains silent. Is that not so?
That's so, man.
And then we started the trial. In July, up to now, there was no challenge about the legality or otherwise of the arrest of your client. Is that not so, sir?
That is so, man.
Yeah. But the court orders Mr. Baloyi to call the arresting officer.
Naturally, my lord, in the Justice Day follows night, we will call those witnesses regarding the arrest of the accused. They will be coming, my lord.
And for your information, if you decide after hearing whatever, you've got remedies about what to do. Okay. Yes.
My lord, the court will remember that before the court gave an instruction that there should be 15 minutes adjournment.
Yeah.
The court also gave an order. The court actually made an order that the state must give us statements of the arresting officers as well as the copies that the state alleges have been deleted that have already been handed over.
Haven't they given you those copies?
We don't have that information.
The pro forma forms which you say have been redacted.
Yes.
Didn't you make copies for the...
Yes, my lord. When I approached them, as I indicated, just to discussed the issue with them, they said I must wait. It's only one sentence, my lord, and I just wanted to find out from them, do they want us to give them an obliterated copy, or can they just mark that this is the portion that has been obliterated, so that in future, if they need to use that, then they have that at their disposal? Because if we obliterate that sentence, those few words now, my lord, in future when they need, perhaps the need arises to refer to that, then we have to give them new copies.
No, but why don't you give them the copies you have, the one?
Yes.
Why don't, I said you must make copies
Yes.
of it.
As I say, my lord, when we're about to discuss that, they told me to wait, and I was trying to find a more sensible way.
No, just make copies. Just make
Yes.
copies. Have you made copies?
Well, we will do that, my lord. And that issue will not arise today, my lord. During the long
No, fine,
adjournment,
but they must.
we will
You
make
must
them
give them the copies.
Yes. Can we then proceed with the trial, my lord?
We can't proceed with the trial, right, because we want to
No,
see
we are
that-
proceeding. I suppose I'm supposed to run this trial, not you, Mr. Mnisi, please.
But what I'm saying,
Why do you mean you can't proceed with the trial?
I'm-
I made that decision, not you.
no, my lord, what I'm
Please,
saying
just sit
is-
down. Just sit down. Just sit down. Just sit down.
I'm not so sure whether my lord there are any-
No, sit down, because I want to address a fundamental thing. I make the decision about whether this trial proceeds or not you, not even the interpreter, not even anybody here. Mr. Baloyi, can you proceed with the trial?
As a court, please, my lord, the state calls the first witness in the trial within a trial. It's Colonel Mhlanganyelwa Moses Mboto. He's witness number 80 on the list. This witness is going to testify in respect of exhibit FF, my lord.
There's another aspect of it. I think there's a potential witness that the state is going to call in the trial within the trial. I think it's Mafulebo or Mafula or whatever. I'm going to request that witness, if she's in court, it's a she. If that witness is in court, you should call me outside. Because she's a potential
Where is that
witness
witness,
in the
Mr. Baloyi?
trial. I don't know whether it's Mafulebo or what.
She will leave the court, my lord.
I don't know the witnesses. Are you going to call her?
Yes, indeed, my lord.
May she excuse us?
As a court,
Okay.
please.
Any other witness in the trial, within the trial, should vacate the court.
There is the only witness, my lord.
Yes, sir, the witness in please.
Sorry, my lord, for the other interjection. Am I then allowed to put those grounds for the objection because I need that out now?
Which grounds are those?
The reason why we
Which
adjourned
grounds are those?
for objecting to the admission of the statements.
I've already ruled that a trial within a trial should happen. If you have read your law, you make the objections within the confines of the evidence that is ruled, that is heard and elicited in the trial within the trial. I've ruled that you can take me on appeal, sir. You've got the right to take me on appeal to the SCA, even to the Constitutional Court. I have ruled that a trial within a trial should happen. Okay? And if there's anything you want to object, you do it within the parameters of the trial within the trial. Okay, yes, sir.
Full names?
Mhlanganyelwa Moses Mboto.
Those are the names of the witness, my lord. Mhlanganyelwa Moses Mboto. Any objection to taking a prescribed oath?
No objection, my lord.
Do you swear that the evidence you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing else but the truth? If so, raise up your right hand and say, so help me God.
Help me God.
Oath taken, my lord.
Is that correct that you were a colonel in the South African police but has since retired?
Yes, my lord.
Yebo ke kuyiqiniso ke ukuthi ke uretire retire emsebenzini okanye usuke emsebenzini.
When did you retire?
Ubesebenza njenge-colonel.
December 2022, my lord.
Ke wasuka emsebenzini ngoDisemba 2022.
And do you confirm that you were holding the rank of colonel at that stage when you retired in December 2022?
Yes, my lord.
Yebo, kuyinto lokho ngangisebenza njengo-colonel khona laphana esiphoyiseni uma ngisuka emsebenzini ngoDisemba ka-2022.
How many years service did you have in the South African police when you retired?
34 years.
Ke uma ke sengiyekela emsebenzini ngase sengineminyaka ewu-34 ngisebenzela isiphoyisa. 34
years. I started in 1986.
ngaqala ukusebenza ngo-1986.
Can you just briefly put your career history in record? You've already mentioned that you joined the South African police in 1986. Just put your career history on record. Where did you start?
I started 86. I went to college in 86, and then I came back in 86 December. I stationed at Orlando for 10 years.
Just a minute.
Ngihambile ngaya e-college ngo-1986 kanti-ke ngoDisemba wakhona 1986 ngase ngiyabuya-ke e-college. Ngabekwa-ke khona laphana-ke endaweni yamaphoyisa okanye e-station sase-Orlando. Ngasebenza iminyaka ewu-10 khona lapho-ke e-station sase-Orlando.
If you say you're stationed at Orlando, where exactly?
SAPS Orlando Police Station.
Ngangisebenza khona laphana-ke i-SAPS yase-Orlando.
Yes, you may,
police station.
you may proceed.
In 1988, I started to do investigation.
Ngo-1988 ngase ngiyaqala-ke ngenza umsebenzi wokupenya.
And then, although maybe my date cannot be accurate sometimes, but I was promoted to a sergeant, a detective.
Ngase-ke ngiyakhushulwa-ke ngenzwa u-sergeant wabaphenyi.
Yes, when?
In 1994.
Futhi lokho kwenzeka-ke ngo-1994.
Yes.
In 1997, I got a transfer to Mnisi unit Soweto.
Futhi ngo-1997 ngase-ke ngifakwa khona laphana kulela gatsha le-murder and robbery. Igatsha leli labantu abasebenzana-ke namacala okubulala nokuphanga laphana-ke indawo ekuphi
Mnisi Soweto.
khona lapho eSoweto
Protea.
eProtein.
And then I was also promoted there, I think it's 2004. I'm not sure about the date, but I was promoted as a warrant officer there, my lord.
Kanti-ke ngo-2004 khona lapho kuleso station engangisebenza kuso Soweto ngaphushulwa-ke ngo-2004 ukuthi ngibe warrant officer.
No, it's not 2004, my lord. 2004 I was promoted as a captain to area office. Just the date might
Yes.
not give me correctly.
Ngiyaxolisa-ke akusingo-2004 phela. 2004 ngaphushulwa-ke sengiyoba ukapteni ngo-2004.
Yes, you had Protea murder and robbery from 1997 until when?
Until 2004 when I'm promoted to be captain at area office.
Ngaba khona lapho kuyi-murder and robbery ukusuka ngo-1997 ukufika ngo-2004 mase ngikhushulwa-ke manje ngiyoba ukapteni.
Yes.
I work at area office and then coordinating all the stations of Soweto and the units in the investigation department. And then I was promoted to be a lieutenant colonel to Deep Kloof 2006. As a branch commander there for the detective unit.
kanti ke ngisebenzile nje khona lapho kwi-area office yethu ngibhekene nawo wonke amagatsha okanye ke iy'teshi zonke ezayikhona khona laphana ke Soweto. Kanti ke ngo-2006 ngase ngiyakhushulwa ke ngiba u-lieutenant colonel. Kanti ke khona lapha eDikloof ngaba ke i-branch commander futhi ke.
And then 2009, my lord, I was transferred to work at Cleveland police station as a branch commander by the same rank, Lieutenant Colonel.
Kanti ke ngo-2009 ngase ke ngimikiswa khona ke eCleveland ukuthi ngiyoqhubeka ngenze lo msebenzi engakuwenza khona laphana eDikloof futhi kuyoba yi-branch commander.
2015, I was promoted to a full colonel at Rambek police station.
At
Rambek police station.
kanti ke ngo-2015 ngakhushulwa ke ngaba ke uKhenelo Phelele khona laphana ke police station yase-Randburg.
In what capacity were you attached to Randburg police station?
The same work as a branch commander of the detective.
Kanti ke umsebenzi khona lapho ke kwaba wona lo we-branch commander yama-detective laba ke abaphenya amacala.
Yes.
And then in 2022, I retired in December.
Kanti ngo-2022 ngo-December wakhona ngase ke ngiyasula ke emsebenzini okanye ngithatha umhlalaphansi.
And when you retired, where were you stationed?
At Rambek, my lord.
Uthi ke ngangisebenza khona laphana eRandburg uma semi-retire okanye ngithatha umhlalaphansi.
Now, can you explain to the court what your experience is regarding the taking down of confessions? Have you taken down confessions before?
Yes, my lord. I took confession. I started to do confessions at Meren Robert while I was still a non-commissioned officer. I started by to be an interpreter of the officers who were taking confession, and then sometimes I become a driver for confessions and pointing out, and then it was easy when I'm a commissioned officer to do it because I was already mentored.
Uthi ke seke wawenza lo msebenzi ngokuthatha ke ama-confession okanye ke ukuyihlambulula kwabantu ababoshiwe. Kanti ke waqala ke khona ngale ke kwi-murder and robbery. Kanti uqala kwakhe ukusebenza khona lapha e-police station etolikela ke amaphoyisa ngaleso sikhathi. Ngoba lokho ke waqhubeka ke wenza umsebenzi wokushayela uma ke sekwenza kenziwa ke lo msebenzi ke wokuphenya kanjalo besiza khona lapho. Lokho kwamenza ke ukuthi abe nesipilelo esithize ukusebenzela ke igatsha lokuphenya amacala kanjalo nokuthi ke akwazi ukuthi athathe ama-confessions.
And I even testified to the regional court, high court about the confession.
Kanti ke futhi ngiyakuthula ke ubufakazi bami ezinkantolo regional courts nasezinkantolo eziphakeme mayelana ke nawo ama-confession okanye ke lezi statement ke zokuyihlambulula.
Now, how many confessions have you taken down, more or less?
Yeah, they use me, my lord, for confession. Sometimes 5 a year. That's a minimum. Can be more.
Kwesinye isikhathi ke lama-confessions kunokwenza awu-5 ngonyaka kodwa kunokwenzeka-ke ukuthi lezo i-statement ke zokuyihlambulula zidluleke lelo nani
But those confessions, my Lord, I don't mean I'm doing it 5 per day. I'm saying a year, maybe different days, different months.
Manje ke angisho ke ukuthi mhlambe ngosuku ngenza ke ama confessions angaba u5. Kodwa ngiyasho ke lokho kunokwenzeka ukuthi ngonyaka ukuthi ngenza lawo ma confessions.
Now, how many confessions have you taken down more or less in your career?
They are too much, although I can't, because I never count, I can just estimate. Maybe 100 or
Maningi kakhulu ama confession engingawenza ngenkathi ngisebenza njengephoyisa, maningi kakhulu. Angekwazi mhlambe ke ukufana ngenamba lokuyiyona ke eqhulile, kodwa ke ngisho ke ngithi mhlambe ama confession angaba 100 kanjalo wenzi.
starting from the time when I was a junior officer.
Ukusuka ngaleso sikhathi ke ngisase phansi ke emsebenzini okanye ngibambe isikhundla esiphansi emsebenzini.
Now, when you say at times you acted as an interpreter, from which language to which language did you interpret?
You will find
During
that
confession?
in that time, during the time, we can say categorically, my Lord, that the officers were English and African speaking people only. These were only officers at the time. So I will translate from English to Zulu or to Sotho to English. It depends the accused. If it's a Zulu or it's a Sotho, I'll help my senior officer to understand each other between those two people.
Manje ke ama language okanye ke ulimi okanye amalimi engangikwazi ukuthi ngiwatolike ngaleso sikhathi ke ngisho ukuthi bekuyisingisi ngoba phela kwakusetshenziswa ke isingisi nesibhunu okanye iAfrikaans. Manje ke bengizotolika ke mina ukusuka kuyisingisi kanjalo mhlambe ngitolikele ke umuntu okhuluma isiZulu okanye umuntu okhuluma isiZulu kanjalo ukuthi ke mhlambe ngithathe ke futhi ke umlayezo okhuluma ngapha umuntu okhuluma isiZulu uphinde umlayezo ngapha kulona okhuluma isingisi.
I just want to show you a document which has been marked Exhibit FF. Can you identify the document?
It's marked
Exhibit FF.
FF.
Yes. So FF will be this document. Sorry, my lord. So it was initially incorrectly marked as Exhibit FF.
Thank you, my Lord. I see the document.
Yebo ke ngiyabona le document.
Can you identify it?
EFF. Can you identify it?
Yes, my Lord. I see it's my handwriting on the document.
Ngiyabona lana ke ukuthi isandla sami umbhalo ongubona la kuleli phepha isandla sami.
And what document is it?
It's a confession and admission document. It's a directives of the police.
Manje ke yabona lena ke leli phepha engiliphethe lana kimina isihloko salo sithi confession ne-admission okanye ke ukuyihlambulula nokuvuma ke okanye ukwamukela izinto ezithize.
Now, whose handwriting appears in the document?
As I wrote this up, my Lord, that's my handwriting. That's how I identify the document.
Njengoba sengishilo ke ukuthi kuyisandla sami ebisibhala leli phepha engilibona la.
The document is signed on every page. Whose signatures appear there?
The signature of the accused, my Lord, and my signature, and the right thumbprint of the accused on each and every page.
Shuthi ke i-signature ke evelela phansi lana ke kuleli khasi okanye kule document i-signature yami nale kammangalelwa kanti ke kukhona nalento esiyibiza ke i-thumbprint shuthi ke ubekwa komunwe ke khona lapho phezulu kwaleli phepha.
Can you go ahead and put the contents thereof on record?
To read it, my lord.
Yes, just read the whole document.
As the court please. Conversion and admission. Is for Sora's case 636 of 10, 2014. A135 and A138.
Shuthi ke lesi statement uyasho ke ukuthi leli phepha ke ithi i-case number yakhona yase Flores 8636/10/2014 kanti lapha phezulu ke le statement lesi sithi A135 no A138.
At 21, on this 30th day of May 2020,
Yes, just put the correct time on record. Just read everything as it is.
at 21:45,
Yes.
on this 30th day of May 2020, at the Kloof SAPS, Muzika Ukulelwa, Stemba Sibiya. These are the full names and surname. Residential address 1818 Vusmuzi Squatter Camp, Tembisa, Eguruleni. No telephone number, no work address. Cell number of the accused 079 37 901 37. Identification number 8601 21 66 59083.
Ithi ke lana lokho kwaliwe lana ukuthi ngo 21:45 okanye quarter to 10 ebusuku nge 30 zika May 2020 kona lapha eDiphlufa iSAPS yakhona umzika ulahlwa awukhulelwa Sithemba Sibiya amagama apheleleke lawo kanti ke i-address yakhe lethi 1818 Vusi Muzi Squatter Camp khona lapha eThembisa Eguruleni kanti ke inamba lasemsebenzini kusho ukuthi ayikho ke kanti ke i-cell phone number yakhe ke ilena ethi 079 379 0137 i-ID number ke iyo leyo ase ayishilo i-ID number yakhona iqala ngo86 igcina ngo083.
Apparently, in his sound and sober senses, appears before me, Colonel Mhlanganyelwa Moses Moto.
Uthi ke kanti ke ube phapheme okanye mhlambe ke ube ngaphathanga nje okuthize okungenza ke ukuthi angaphaphami mhlambe ke into efana notshwala kanjalo ube ngakuthethe.
Just before you proceed, Colonel, just set out the circumstances that led to the completion of that form. So what happened before that?
I spoke with I agreed with the accused, my lord.
Yes, but under what circumstances were involved in the taking down of the statement? Just set out the incidents that happened prior to you completing this form.
Yes, my lord. Before I completed the statement, I interviewed
Yes.
the accused.
But did someone call you?
Oh, yes, my lord. In order to be at the proof, I was called by Colonel Kininda.
Ukuze ke ngithole sengikhona lapha ke eDiphlufa ngafonelwa nguye uKenel Geninda.
Yes. When and what time?
The time was on the same day, on the 8 p.m. The time was 7 o'clock afternoon, my lord.
Shuthi ke uwangifonela njalo ke ngalolo suku i30 zaka May 2020 kanti ke isikhathi besithi 7 o'clock ebusuku.
Yes. Then what happened after the call?
I told him that as I'm already at home, the nearest place where I can help him, he can bring the accused at Kiblo police station because it's nearer.
Ngamtshela ke ma engifonela kanjalo ukuthi i-station eseduze engingakhona ukuthi ngiye kuso nokuthi balethe ummangalelwa kuso i-Diepkloof police station.
Yes.
because Randburg was too far.
Ngoba phela-ke i-Randburg yayikude kakhulu.
And then the brigadier agreed, and then I went to Diepkloof.
Obrigadier wakuvuma lokho-ke ngaya-ke eDiepkloof.
And then at Diepkloof, I just got this CSC commander, Community Service Center commander, who I asked an office, and then he allocated the office to me.
Ma ngifika khona lapho eDiepkloof ngase ngifuna-ke u-CSC commander. Engithe uma ngifika kuye-ke ngacela i-office, wakwazi ukuthi ngacela i-office engasebenzela kulo, wase-ke uyanginikeza-ke i-office engasebenzela kulo.
And then while I was sitting, and then they came with the accused.
Ma ngisahleli kanjalo-ke beza nommangalelwa.
The member introduced himself as a Constable Mnisi.
Kanti-ke lelunga-ke le-SAPS wase uyayithula kumina njengo-Constable Mnisi.
Constable Mnisi is working for Metropolis Ekurhuleni.
Kanti-ke yena usebenzela i-Metropolis yase-Ekurhuleni lo u-Constable Mnisi.
And then he said that he's sent by Brigadier. Can you not
Wasethi-ke
bring this man to me?
to bring.
To bring this man to me.
Wasethi-ke yena uthunyelwe nguye u-Colonel Gilinda or Brigadier Gilinda ukuthi makalethe lo mlisa kumina.
The state will be calling Sergeant Monari and what? Yes.
And then I gave the man the seat, but he was in handcuffs.
Ngamnikeza-ke isihlalo ngaleso sikhathi-ke ubefake ozamposi.
And then I greet him in isiZulu.
Ngase ngiyambingelela-ke ngesiZulu.
And then I introduce myself.
Ngayithula kuyena.
I show him my appointment certificate.
Ngambonisa-ke ne-certificate sami sobekwa emsebenzini okanye-ke i-appointment certificate.
You introduce yourself as who?
As Colonel Mboto.
Mina-ke ngase ngiyithula kuyena njengo-Colonel Mbutho.
And then I told him that I'm the Justice of Peace. And then I explained that the Justice of Peace, I have got powers as a magistrate. I am allowed to take confessions.
Ngamtshela-ke ukuthi mina ngisebenza njengo-Justice of Peace. Kanti labo bantu-ke lezo yisebenzi-ke zinamandla okanye igunya elifana negunya o-magistrate abanalo.
And then he understood all that, and then he saw my appointment certificate, but he requested me to remove my mask in order to, because I gave him my appointment certificate. And then he said I must remove the mask, and then I removed the mask because we were on the time of COVID.
Ngambonisa-ke leyo appointment certificate yami, wase uyangicela-ke ukuthi mangisuse i-mask. Ngaleso sikhathi-ke bekuyisikhathi se-COVID.
And then he understood.
So you remove the mask?
Yeah, I removed the mask and then I put it back after he saw me and confirmed what he did.
Ngase-ke ngiyayisusa ngempela leyo mask. Waqinisekisa-ke wabheka-ke wangibheka ebusweni waze wabheka-ke ne-appointment certificate waqinisekisa ukuthi ngempela yimina.
And then I asked him what is he arrested for, and then he mentioned that he is arrested for shooting a quality victim by name.
Ngambuza-ke ukuthi uboshelweni-ke wena wakusho lokho ukuthi uboshelwe ukudubula.
Yes. You asked him what he was arrested for and what happened further?
And then I warn him now that as I already explained from the document from the top, I don't know, must I repeat again? I warn him. Must I repeat again?
No, it's not necessary. Okay. You say you want him, what do you mean?
I am warning according to the Constitution that is not forced to tell me anything that will incriminate him. Because everything what he told me, I'm going to write it down.
Guys.
It will be used against him at court.
Ngamxwayisa-ke ukuthi njengoba ke konke lokhu sekubhalwe ngamxwayisa ngamnikeza lezo ixwayiso eyimalana ke nokuthi akekho ngaphansi kwengcindezi okanye akaphoqwa ukuthi makafane ngestatement ngoba yonke into azokutshela yona into ke engiyoyibhala phansi kanti ingasetshenziswa-ke enkantolo futhi akaphoqeleki ukuthi angazekeza ubufakazi okanye-ke imininingwane engamenza ukuthi ayithole sekeboshwa.
Sorry. That evidence which you say you ask the accused what is he arrested for, and then he tells you that because it's on record, he's arrested for shooting. In terms of Section 35, it's rendered unadmissible. It's not admissible because Section 35, amongst the rights the accused has, is that he must not make utterances which incriminate him, or he mustn't give answers which incriminate him until and unless. I'll tell you when what has happened. But at the moment, it's not admissible.
As the court please, my lord.
As the court pleases, my lord, but that was just the allegation, the charge for which.
Yeah. I know.
As the court
But
pleases.
I read Section 35. Were you not listening?
Yes, as the court pleases, my lord.
Self-incrimination.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
not allowed.
As the court pleases. Yes, you may proceed.
And then I also warn him, my lord, that he has got the right to be represented.
Ngamxwayisa futhi-ke ukuthi unelungelo lokuthi kube nommeli ozokumkhulumela kuleli cala
As the allegation is very serious.
ngoba phela-ke lamahlebezi alethwayo ngaye amahlebezi amaningi kakhulu.
Even make an example that most of the murder cases, if they find you guilty, you sentence a big sentence. Life sentence.
Ngathi ngamxwayisa okanye ngaqhubeka ngamxwayisa-ke umtshela ukuthi uyabona-ke emaqeleni afana nalawo okubulala uma ngabe inkantolo izokunikeza-ke isigwebo unikezwa isigwebo esinzima kakhulu.
Yes.
I asked him if he has got a lawyer because if he didn't have a lawyer, I gave him the right that the state can arrange a lawyer for him for free if he can't have the paid lawyer.
Ngaze ngambuza-ke ukuthi unalo yini igqwetha uma ngabe awunalo kukhona-ke indlela ukuthi umbuso wenza amalungiselelo ukuthi wena-ke utholiswe-ke igqwetha ongeke ulibhadale ngemali yakho.
Yes.
And then the accused said, no, you don't need a lawyer for now.
Wathi-ke yena akadingi igqwetha kwamanje.
He called his lawyer, he said, Nkuna.
Washo-ke ukuthi unalo igqwetha lakhe elibizwa ngonkuna.
But he don't need now. Now he need just to talk.
Kanti wakusho-ke lokho ukuthi hhayi kwamanje-ke akamdingi lowo nkuna kwamanje. Okwamanje nje ufuna ukukhuluma.
Yes. Right. Now, at which stage did you then start with the completion of the form?
After we talk, we were doing the repeat. And then also, when I'm completing the form again, I still make sure that we are in the same page with the accused.
Uma siqeda-ke okanye uma ngicela ukubhala phansi okanye ngigcwalisa le form ngiyaphinda futhi ngimtshele lokho-ke okulotshiwe. Kanjalo nje uma siya kwelinye ikhasi siyagcwalisa lapho-ke emva kwalokho-ke ngiqinisekise-ke ukuthi mina naye siyazwana yini ilokho okulotshiwe-ke kuleli phepha.
Yes, but can you just clarify at what point did you start this explanation and at what stage did you move over to the completion of the form?
On his arrival, as I already spoke, that we talk with the accused. After he said he's fine, and then he's sound and sober, I took the form, and then I complete the form now, step by step.
Yes.
Reminding him what we have talked.
Phela-ke uma efika sikhulumile sakhuluma kanjalo-ke mina naye-ke ummangalelwa kanti-ke nokuthi-ke ube phapheme okanye ube ephilesaka la engqondweni kwakungekho lutho-ke mhlawumbe lalingamenza-ke ukuthi mhlawumbe angazwisisi besikwazi ukukhuluma kahle-ke naye ngase ngithatha ke le form ke manje sengizobhala ke phansi njengoba esho step by step emva kokuthi ke sengiqalise ngakho konke ke esikhulume ngakho.
But when we're having a discussion with him, where did the discussion end? Up to what point did the discussion proceed with the accused before you moved over to the form?
The discussion ended up when the accused told me that he want to make a statement without a lawyer. The accused is also sober. The accused is not forced
Kanti ke
to make a confession.
ingxoxo lezo ke esasinazo ke nomangalelwa zaphela khona laphana ke esho yena ukuthi uyafuna ukusenza istatement akadingi igqwetha nokuthi ke ummangalelwa uphile saka okanye ke uphapheme engqondweni akukho nje okumdakile ngasho kanjalo.
And the only thing I remember, my lord, the accused requested me to loosen the handcuffs because it was too tight on him and it was making him something to be.
Okunye engikhumbulayo ukuthi ummangalelwa waqala nje ukuthi mhlambe lama handcuff okanye wozambuzi lapho bayamcebisa kakhulu bathi kuwakhulula nje kancane.
Before start writing, my lord.
Phambi kokuthi ke ngiqale ukubhala phansi.
Yes, you can then go to the form. You were at the point where you had just introduced yourself.
I think I was at the point of paragraph 4 on page 1.
Yes.
Where the accused not compelled a conviction or admission which could use in evidence against him. The accused understood.
Kanti ke bengisafuna ngimfuna khona laphana ke la ngimtshela khona ummangalelwa akaphoqelekanga ukuthi makayihlambulile okanye makavume izinto ezithize ngoba phela ke ubufakazi obungasebenziswa okanye kwasetshenziswa la enkantolo maqondana naye.
Yes.
Ummangalelwa ke wasethi uyazwisisa.
Yes, sorry, just start there, just below your surname.
From Justice of Peace?
Yes.
Must I start again?
Yes.
Justice of Peace for the Republic of South Africa. The Justice of Peace was explained to the suspect and he nodded at his head as he signed that he understand.
Kanti ke uma efunda lapho uyakusho lokho ke uthi lo osebenzela ke ubulungiswa kanti osebenza njengomuntu oletha ubulungiswa mhlawumbe noxolo kanjalo khona lana ke eMzansi waqaqiselwa ke nguye lo muntu kanti ke wase ke ubhala phansi konke okukhulunywa ke yilo ambuza imibuzo kanye lo omqaqiselayo wase ke uyasho ke yena ukuthi uyazwisisa.
The deponent was brought to private office by Constable Munaring, NT number 19397 from EMPD SWAT.
Kanti ke lona ke ozophana ngaso lesi statement walethwa ke khona laphana ke enkantolo okanye ke eofisini elethwa nguye uConstable Munaring i-force number yakhe ethi N
number
19597 wayiqhamuka khona laphana EMPD SWAT.
And no other person to interpret, and I are in the office and nobody else.
Kanti ke ubengekho ke omnye umuntu obetolika khona lapha ke bekuyimina naye ke khona eofisini kwakungekho ke omunye umuntu ngaphandle kwethu.
The deponent is further informed that he is in the presence of a police officer who is as such a justice of peace.
Kanti lotho phana ngestatement sakhe uyaxwayiswa ke ukuthi manje ume phambi kwelunga lephoyisa okuyena ke okuzoba a justice of the peace.
At this point, I present my appointment certificate and explain what a justice of peace is, as well as the fact that I bear no knowledge of the case.
Ngalesi sikhathi ke okanye leli thuba ke ngalithatha ke ukumtshela ukuthi ke umsebenzi we okanye ngambonisa ke i-appointment certificate ngase ke ngiyamcacisela nokuthi ke uma sikhuluma nge-justice of peace sikhuluma ngani nokuthi ke okuqukethwe ileli cala mina angilazi okanye angazi lutho okungukuthi kuyingxenye yalokho okuqukethwe ileli cala.
I informed him that he has nothing to fear and can therefore speak freely, and that if necessary, protection against any irregularity can be provided for him.
Ngase ke ngiyamazisa ukuthi ke akafanelanga ukuthi kube nokuthiza kusabayo, futhi ke ufanele ukuthi akhulume nje ngokukhulekile. Uma ngabe ke isidingo sikhona uzokwazi ukuthi avikelwe, futhi nokuthi uma ngabe khona ukuthize kungahambi kahle lokho ke angakwazi ukuthi asizwe kukho.
I showed the suspect the appointment certificate,
Ngabonisa ke lomsolwa i-appointment certificate,
and he requested me to remove the mask as he did see me.
kanti ke wase ke uyangicela ke ukuthi mangisuse i-mask la ebusweni ukuze akwazi ukungibona ngokujamile,
And I did.
lokho ngakwenza.
The accused confirmed.
Umangalela ke wase ke uyaqinisekisa okanye umsolwa waqinisekisa.
I repeated this.
What did he confirm?
He confirmed that my appointment certificate correspond with my face, my note.
Wase ke uyaqinisekisa ke ukuthi ngempela i-appointment certificate iyavumelana ke nobuso bami.
I wrote it twice, my lord. If the court can see on top, the suspect requested me to remove the mask as the accused could not see me properly with the mask.
Ngibhale kabili lento lena ke ukuthi umsolwa wangicela ukuthi mangisuse i-mask yami ngoba ubengakhoni ukubona ubuso bami ngendlela ejamile.
And he confirmed that it's me due to COVID-19.
Manje ukususwa kwaleyo mask ke ingenxa ukuthi ngaleso sikhathi ke kwakuyi COVID-19, kodwa ke waqinisekisa ke ukuthi yimina lo.
The said person is asked if he was informed of the reason for his arrest as prescribed by Section 35 of the Constitution. Answer only yes.
Manje yena lo muntu ke wabuzwa ukuthi waxwayiswa yini okanye wanizwa ulwazi mayelana namalungelo wakho we-Constitution, kakhulukazi ke sibheke imibandela ye-Section 35 ye-Constitution yethu. Wase ke uyavuma waphendula ukuthi yebo.
The court has already ruled that that portion in brackets is not admissible.
As the court please.
You can go ahead and just read that portion that's outside the bracket.
As the court please. The said person is further informed of his right as prescribed by Section 35 Constitution. I further told him that it is a serious case matter. He need the legal assistance as he might face the heavy sentence if found guilty.
Phezu kwalokho lo muntu ke waphinde watshelwa ke amalungelo wakhe aqhamuka khona laphana kwe-Section 35 ye-Constitution yethu. Phezu kwalokho ke ngaqhubeka ngamtshela ukuthi yabona licala abhekene nalo kuyicala elibucayi kakhulu lokubulala, kanti ke uyadinga ukuthi athole ummeli.
Number one, he was informed of the right to remain silent and warned that anything he says may be held against him in a court of law. And the suspect understand.
Waxwayiswa ke okanye ke wanikezwa ulwazi mayelana ilungelo lakhe lokuthi angayithulela nje. Ukuthi waxwayisa futhi ke ukuthi nanoma yini ke azokuyikhipha okanye kuyisho lokho kungasetshenziswa ke madonna naye enkantolo yomthetho. Kanti ke umsolwa wayesesho ke ukuthi uyazwisisa
that he has the right to consult with a legal practitioner of his choice, where substantial injustice would otherwise result, to be provided with the service of the legal practitioner by the state. And then his answer, I don't need the legal aid or my lawyer, Mr. Nkuna. I want to make the statement.
kanti ke watshelwa ke ukuthi unelungelo ukuthi angabona nommeli wakhe lo ayikhethela yena uma ngabe ke kuyokwazi ke ukuletha ubulungiswa obunesisindo uma ngabe mhlawumbe ke ulethelwa ke lo mmeli kuyoba ummeli wombuso ke angalethelwa wona kanti ke wakusho lokho ke wathi ke akamdingi ummeli kanti ummeli wakhe unguBaba uNkuna wathi ngifuna nje ukwenza lesi statement.
I'll jump number 3, my lord, is not applicable. Go to number 4. Not be compelled to make a confession or admission which could be used in evidence against him. The accused understand.
Nokuthi futhi ke akaphoqelekanga ukuthi angayihlambulula okanye avumeke izinto ezithize ezizosetshenziswa ke emadonna naye ke njengengxenye yobufakazi umangalelwa wakusho kwelokho ukuthi uyazwisisa.
The accused was asked if he understood with all those warnings that I have explained to him, and then the answer was yes.
Mangalelwa wabuzwa ke ukuthi zonke lezi zixwayiso ke sesikunikeze zona okanye engikunikeze zona uyazwisisa yini? Wathi yebo ngiyazwisisa.
You've already indicated that the signature that appears there on the page it's yours. The other signature?
The other signature and the thumbprint, my lord, is for the accused.
Shuthi thumbprint ne signature lena enye yaka mangalelwa njengoba ke neyami signature khona lapho kulelo phepha.
Yes. And what was the purpose thereof?
Is to make sure, my lord, that after I obtained the statement and all the warnings that I gave, the accused was with me, he understood me correctly, and then he signed it, he agrees with what I put written, with all the warnings that I gave him.
Zonke le ixwayiso ke engimnikeze zona nokuthi ke usazokwenza ke nesi statement ummangalelwa uyazwisisa kahle ukuthi sisendleleni eyodwa kanye ke emqondweni owodwa mayelana nalokho okwenzakalayo isona sizathu ke esaphoqa ukuthi makube nama thumbprint nokuthi ke assign khona lapho nami ngisign.
Yes.
My page is cut, my lord, but the content is, he then gives the following answers to the questions that I have been asked, and the object of every question has been explained to him.
Wase ke unginikeza ke le impendulo ke ezilandelayo mayelana ke nemibuzo ke abuzwe yona kanti ke inhloso yombuzo ngamunye isicacisiwe nje khona la.
Yes, after he gave all the warnings and make sure that the accused understood the warnings. Number 1, do you understand the warnings which I have given you? The answer for the accused, yes, I understand the warning.
Emva uthi ke lezo ixwayiso ke anikezwe zona nokuqinisekisa ke ukuthi ummangalelwa ufanele ukuthi azwisise lezo ixwayiso ke kwaba nombuzo ke abuzwa wona ukuthi ngabe uyazwisisa yini lesixwayiso ke engikunikeze sona ummangalelwa waphendula wathi yebo ngiyazwisisa okanye ngizwisisa ke lesi sixwayiso.
Just for record purposes, can you just confirm in which language were you communicating with the accused?
With the accused, we were communicating in isiZulu, my lord, and then I reduced everything in English.
Kanti ke mina nommangalelwa sasikhuluma isiZulu uma ngizobhala phansi ke kulamaphepha ngangibhala phansi ngesingisi.
And how conversant are you in isiZulu? What is your knowledge of isiZulu?
My Lord, I'm a Zulu-speaking person, born and bred in KZN. I came to Gauteng because of job.
Kanti ke mina ngumZulu. NgumZulu nje ophelele. Ngazalelwa ngakhuliswa khona le eKZN. Ngize nje la eGoli ngomsebenzi.
Yes, you may proceed.
Number 2, do you wish to make a statement? Yes, I want to make this statement.
Wabuzwa ke ukuthi ngabe ufisa ukwenza istatement na? Wase ke uyaphendula uthi yebo, ngiyafuna ukusenza istatement.
Number 3, have you been assaulted or threatened by any person in order to influence you to come and make this statement? Nobody assaulted or threatened even to influence me to make this statement. This is answer from the accused.
Umbuzo wesithathu kwaba yilona uthi ngabe ke washawa wasathiswa okanye kubekho khona nje umuntu okusongelayo ukuze ke akwazi ukuphoxa ukuthi ufanele ngese statement. Waphendula wathi cha, akekho umuntu owangishaya noma ke wangisabisa okanye wangenza ukungiphoxa ukuthi ngenze lesi statement.
If so, by whom were you assaulted and when, how and where did it occur? The answer from the accused, none of the above.
Kanti ke ummangalelwa ke wathi akukho ke okuhambelana nalokho engibuzwa khona mayelana ukuthi uma ngabe ngishayiwe ke ubani umuntu owangishaya nini kanjani kuphi. Waphendula wathi ke cha konke lokho ke azange kwenzeke kimi.
3.2, was this assault reported, and if so, to whom and when? The answer, no assault occurred and nothing reported.
Ku 3.2 iyasho ke ngabe lokushawa lokho ke kwabi kwayini nokuthi ke uma isibiko senziwa kubani nini. Impendulo yathi cha, akukho ukushawa okwenzeka kanti ke akho lutho ke okwabi.
Number 4, were you in any way influenced or encouraged by any person to make a statement? Nobody influenced or encouraged to make a statement.
Umbuzo wesine wathi ke ngabe khona umuntu wakufakela umoya okanye ke wagqugquzela ukuthi wenze lesi statement. Waphendula ukuthi cha, akekho umuntu wangifaka umoya okanye ke wangigqugquzela ke ukuthi ngenze lesi statement.
Number 5, have any promises been made to you by any person if you should make a statement? The answer, no promises made to me.
Number 5 uthi ngabe kukhona ke izithembiso ezithize ezenziwa kuwe ngumuntu thize ke okanye umuntu othize uma ngabe ke uzokwenza lesi statement. Wathi cha, azikho izithembiso ezenziwa kimi.
5.1, if so, what are the promises? Answer is none.
5.1 isho kanjalo ke eziphi lezo izithembiso ke? Wathi cha, azikho lezo izithembiso.
5.2, to what extent, if at all, did these promises lead to you, to your decision to make a statement? Answer is none.
Kanti ke lezi izithembiso ke ezenziwe kuwe zenzwa ke zaba nomthelela omuphi ke ukuthi uthathe izinqumo okanye isinqumo sokwenza statement. Impendulo yathi cha, futhi ke impendulo ayikho lapho ngamanye amazwi.
Number 6, do you expect benefit if you make a statement? Answer from the accused, no benefit expected.
Number 6 uthi ngabe khona inzuzo ethize olindele ukuthi uyithola uma wenza lesi statement. Impendulo ithi cha, akukho nje elindele ukukuzuza.
Number 6, do you expect benefit if you make a statement? No benefit expected. Okay, 6.1, if so, what benefit? None.
Kanti uma ngabe kunjalo ke eziphi lezo inzuzo kubhalwe phansi kwathi lutho.
6.2, to what extent, if at all, did the fact that you expected benefit influence you to make a statement? Answer is none from the accused man.
Wase ke uyaphendula ke uma ebuzwa lo mbuzo ukuthi kwaba nomthelela omuphi ke lokhu ukuthi uwazi ukuthi kukhona ke okulindele okanye ke inzuzo ethize oyilindele ukuze wena ukwazi ukwenza lesi statement.
There appears signatures at the bottom. Just explain those signatures. I'm sorry.
Is the signature of the accused and his right thumbprint, as well as my signature,
Lana phansi
to
ke
confirm that we understand each other.
lana ke phansi ekhasini kune thumbprint yesandla sokudla kanti ke ne-signature yakhe ummangalelwa ne-signature yami. Lokho ke ukuqinisekisa ke ukuthi konke okubhalwe kuleli khasi siyavumelana ngakho.
That RTP, what does it stand for?
Right thumbprint, my lord.
Shuthi khona lento ke i-acronym lana ebhaliwe ethi RTP isho ukuthi right thumbprint.
Yes.
Number 7, have you at any time in the past made a statement, whether orally or in writing, to any person concerning this incident? The answer from the accused, yes, to the police who arrested me.
Umbuzo wesikhombisa uthi ngabe ke khona isikhathi yini la wenza khona ke i-statement mhlambe ke ngokomlomo okanye usikhuluma i-statement okanye i-statement esibhalwe phansi mayelana ke nalesi sigameko waphendula ngokuthi yebo ngenza lokho ke ephoyiseni leli phoyisa elangibopha.
7.1, if so, to whom, when, and under what circumstances? Answer from the accused, normal circumstances.
Uma ngabe kunjalo ke ku 7.1 lokho kwenziwa kubani nokuthi nini ngaphansi kwesimo esinjani wathi ke ngaphansi nje kwesimo esijwayelekile.
7.2, why do you wish to repeat the statement? The answer, they told me not to talk in details. They will arrange somebody else to obtain the statement who is not participating in this investigation.
Umbuzo wathi ke yingani ke ufuna ukuphinda lesi statement okanye yingani ufuna ukuphinda i-statement? Waphendula ukuthi ke bangitsheleke ukuthi ngingaphani ngemininingwane yonke ngoba phela ke bazoenza okanye bazohlela okanye kwenza amalungiselelo ukuthi kube nomunye umuntu okuyona ke ingxenye yaleli cala ozokwazi ukuthi angilekelele ekutheni ngiphane nge-statement sami.
Number 8, where were you arrested? Yeah, where were you arrested?
Number 8 ke ubuza lo mbuzo ke ukuthi waboshelwa kuphi?
I was arrested at Tembisa while standing on the street.
Uthi ngaboshwa ngisethembisa nje ngiyimele emgaqweni.
8.1, where were you arrested?
When?
When were you arrested? 2020 05:30 during the day. I don't remember the time. There is answer from the accused.
Umbuzo othi 8.1 uthi waboshwa nini wase ke uyaphendula ke uthi nge-30 zika May 2020 emini kodwa ke isikhathi angisasikhumbuli.
Number 9, do you have any injuries? If so, how and when were they sustained? Yes, answer from the accused, yes, in both arms have marks due to the handcuffs were very tight.
Kanti ke umbuzo wes9 uthi ngabe unamanxeba yini uma ngabe kunjalo wathola amanxeba kanjani nokuthi ke wawathola kuphi bukuphi ngekhathi uthola amanxeba waphendula ke ummangalelo wathi yebo kulezi ngalo kanye ezandleni ezothu ngenxa ukuthi ke ozankosi bebe qinise ozankosi okanye ama-handcuff beqinisiwe.
9.1, observation to the justice of peace. I noticed the marks on both hands and I even loosened little bit the handcuffs.
Kanti ke uJustice of Peace okanye yena ke lona obeloko ethatha lesi statement ebhala phansi ke impendulo ke lokho akubona okanye waqaphela uyaphendula ke uthi yebo ngiye ngaqaphela okanye ngabona ukuthi kukhona ke izimpawu nje kulezi izandla ezimbili lapho ke ngathatha ke isinqumo sokuthi mangithi uxegisa nje kancanyana ozankosi.
Now, Colonel, at which point did you loosen the handcuffs?
I loosened the handcuffs, my lord, while we were still talking orally, not yet completed before.
Manje ke ngaxekisa ozankosi ngekathi siloko sikhuluma nje ngomlomo phambi kokuthi ke ngizobhala phansi. Kwakungesona ke leso sikhathi bekuyisikhathi nje ngekathi siloko sixoxisana nje ngomlomo.
Do you object, number 10, do you object to the presence of any person in or in the immediate vicinity of this office? No, as there was no other person present at office except the suspect, the officer taking the statement.
Ngabe ke unenkinga ke ngokuba khona ke kumuntu othize khona lana ke okanye eduze nendawo okanye eduze neoffice la sikhona impendulo ethi cha kwaphela ke ubengekho omnye umuntu owaye khona eofficeini ngaphandle waye ke ummangalelo okanye ke umsolwa no nephoyisa ke elalithatha ke istatement.
There's initialing at point number 10, or just above point number 10. Can you just explain that initially?
In fact, the initial is for point number 9.1 because there are some scratches that I did, my lord.
Khona lezinto ke esibiza ke ukuthi ama uku-initiala uma ngabe khona ke iphutha elithize lenzekile ekhasini okanye ephepheni kube kuthiwa ke abantu baya-initiala into ecishe ifane nje ne-signature kanti ke ingoba upoint 9.1 kukhona nje uku-scratch nje okukhona lapho isona sizathu esenza ukuthi kube ne-initial efakwayo khona lapho.
And who initial there?
It's myself and the accused, my lord.
Yimina ke nommangalelwa esa-initial.
Yes, we may proceed.
10.1, if so, against who and why? Answer of the accused is none.
I-10.1 ithi uma ngabe kunjalo ke lokho ke kumaqondana nombani isizathu baba yisiphi impendulo yathi lutho.
Number 11, do you still wish to make a statement? The answer from the accused is yes.
Number 11 uthi ngabe usazimisele yini ukwenza istatement impendulo ethi yebo.
Yes, we may proceed.
Number 11.1, as you are still prepared to make a statement, I would like to know your source of information regarding the proposed statement you wish to make. The answer from the accused, yes, I am prepared still to make the statement and I am the source.
Manje ke number 11.1 uthi ke ngoba ke usayimisele ukwenza lesi statement ngithanda ukwazi ke ukuthi umnyombo wolwazi lwakho uyobe uqhamuka kuphi ke omayelana ke nalesi statement othanda ukuthi usenze uyaphendula lapho ke uthi yebo imina ke umuntu olungiselele ukuthi ngizophana ngaso leso statement qobo lwami.
Number 12, are you at this moment under the influence of any liquor and or drugs? The answer from the accused, no. I am drinking, but I last drank liquor in March due to lockdown and I don't use drugs.
Manje number 12 uthi ngabe kulesi sigaba ungaphansi komthelelo mhlambe wotshwala okanye ke idakamizwa kwase ke uyaphendula ke ummangalelwa uthi cha ngiyaphuza khona ke ngiyavuma lokho kodwa ke ngagcina ke ukuphuza utshwala ngo-March ngenxa ke yokuthi kwaba ne lockdown kanti ke izidakamizwa zona ke angiyisebenzisi.
12.1 Observation of justice of peace. The suspect looks sober.
Uma ke ku 12.1 ujustice of peace ethi ke umfaka amehlo uyambhekisisa okanye ke uyamhlola wasiyabona ke ukuthi cha lo muntu ke uhluzekile.
Paragraph 13
Signatures. Remember to explain the signatures on each page.
is the signature of the accused and the thumbprint of the accused, as well as my signature, my lord, to make sure that we understood each other, me and the accused.
Kanti laphana phansi futhi ke kwaba yiyona ke leyo ngqubo i-right thumbprint futhi ke i-thumbprint yesandla sokudla sakalona ke umsolwa ne-signature yakhe ke ziyavelela khona lapho phansi neyami signature futhi iyavelela khona lapho phansi ekhasini.
Paragraph 13. Since it appears that the deponent is in his sound and sober senses, has not been unduly influenced thereto, understand his right as prescribed by Section 35 of the Constitution, freely and voluntarily wishes to make a statement, he is informed that he may now proceed.
Manje ke point number 13 uthini njengoba kubukeka kwangathi lona ke ozophana ngestatement uhluzekile okanye uphapheme kanti ke akakaze nje aphoxwe okanye afakelwe nje umoya ngendlela okungeyona uyazwisisa ke namalungelo wakhe njengoba evelela ke kule mibandela ke ye section 35 ye constitution yethu kanti ke ngokukhuleka nangokuyikhethela uyathanda ke ukusenza lesi statement manje ke useyaxwayiswa ke ukuthi okanye uyaziswa ke ukuthi angaqhubeka ke ukwenza njalo ngabanye amazwi ukuphana ngalesi statement sakhe.
So my lord, the accused gave the statement, we wrote the statement, and then we finish, and then we go to paragraph 14.
Manje ke umangalelwa ke wasuyaqhubeka sabhala phansi ke istatement emva ukuthi ke sibhale ke lesi statement sesiyaqhubeka futhi ke ngemibuzo ku point number 14 ke manje.
On completing the statement, it is read to the deponent. He is also given the opportunity of reading the statement himself and of changing the statement. He seems if necessary.
Kanti ke uma sesiqedile ke ukuthatha lesi statement siyafunda sifundela lona ke ozo obe loko ephana ngaso lesi statement futhi ke unikezwe nethuba lokuthi angayifundela sona ke lesi statement ukuthi ke akwazi ukuthi angashintsha kwenye alethe ushintsho oluthize kulokho okuqukethwe yilesi statement uma ebona ukuthi isidingo sikhona sokuthi akwenze lokho.
14.1, note down whether he also read through the statement.
14.1 usho njalo ke uthi kwamele kubhalwe phansi ukuqinisekisa ke ukuthi uye wabhala phansi okanye wayifundela istatement.
The suspect never read the statement himself, but only ratified the officer about the day where the caps were used by them on paragraph 3. He clarified it. Paragraph 3, my lord, is on the...
Yes, you don't need to go to that, yes. Yes.
Manje ke lona ke umsolwa akazange afunde lesi statement akazange ayifundele sona kodwa ke kukhona ke okuthize wazama ke ukuthi makakulungise okwenzwa ke okanye iphutha lenzwa nguye lona obethatha ke istatement mayelana ke nosuku mayelana ke nokutholakala kwalama okanye usuku lapho ke bekugqokwe amakhephu njengoba ke lokho kuvelela ku paragraph 3.
Yes, paragraph 14.2.
14.2, has the statement been read back to the deponent by an interpreter? It was read back by the officer.
U-14.2 uyabuza-ke ukuthi ngabe lesi statement wafundelwa sona yini yilo otolikayo. Futhi lona ophana ngestatement, leso statement wafundelwa sona yini. Impendulo iyathini? Lesi statement wafundelwa sona lo officer okanye leli phoyisa.
Yes.
The following questions are now put to the deponent. 15.1. Are you satisfied that which have you stated has been noted down correctly? Yes, I am satisfied.
Kanti-ke le mibuzo-ke elandelayo ile mibuzo-ke abuzwa yona-ke lo ophane ngestatement sakhe 15.1 wabuzwa-ke ukuthi ngabe-ke wanelisekile-ke ngalesi statement okanye ngakho konke okubhalwe phansi ngabe kubhalwe phansi ngendlela eqondile wasuyaphendula-ke uthi yebo nganelisekile.
Do you have any complaint as to the matter in which I took down this statement?
Manner. The manner.
Or do you have any complaint as to the manner in which I took down this statement? No, I don't have any complaint.
15.2 iyabuza-ke lapho ngabe unokhala okuthize okumayelana-ke nomkhuba engiwusebenzisile ukuthi ngithathe lesi statement. Uyaphendula uthi cha anginaso-ke isikhalazo.
15.3, are you satisfied with the interpreter? There was no interpreter, my lord. I am satisfied the way the officer translated to me.
Kanti-ke wasuyabuzwa-ke ngabe uthokozile yini ngendlela utoliki beketolika ngakhona wase ngoba-ke utoliki ubengekho wasuyaphendula-ke uthi mina ngineme ngendlela-ke lona-ke ubabuphoyisa-ke ebengitolikela ngakhona.
Place Diepkloof Police Station, date 2020 of 5:30. The time was 12 in the midnight.
Kanti indawo bekhona laphana-ke Diepkloof Police Station isikhathi okanye-ke idate ayithi i-30 zika-May 2020 isikhathi sathi 12 o'clock ebusuku.
And then there was a signature of the accused and right thumbprint as well as my signature.
Kwaba-ke
Make sure that you understood.
kwaba-ke ne-signature ekamangalelwa ne-right thumbprint yakhe kanye ne-signature yami.
The closing page observation of justice of peace with regard to the deponent clothing: black tracksuit top, striped t-shirt, TH, label, blue jean, red bat, red Cavella shoes. This is the clothing, my lord. And then appearance was a good appearance, attitude very positive, and release freely, talking,
Yes, what is
and
it?
relax freely, talking, my lord. Sorry.
Kanti-ke uma-ke sekukashwa kanye kubhekisiswa-ke yilona-ke okuwu-justice of peace mayelana-ke nalona ophana ngestatement sakhe kubhekwa lezi zinto ey'landelayo: iy'mpahla bey'gcokile ubebukeka kanjani nokuy'phatha kwakhe. Kuthiwa-ke iy'mpahla bey'gcokile ubey'gcoke i-tracksuit emnyama, i-top yakhona ne-t-shirt nje enama-stripes ye-DH, i-label le yakhona leyo. Kanti-ke ubeze egcoke-ke ne-jean ye-red bag ney'cathulo nje zekhavela ezibomvu ngombala. Kanti-ke ubebukeka kahle nje uma umuntu embhekile. Okunye-ke ukuy'phatha kwakhe bekuwumuntu nje obenokusebenzisana, futhi-ke ubekhululekile ey'khulumela nje.
Yes. Was it now the end of the taking down of the statement?
That's all, my lord.
Yes, and what happened after that? after the statement was taken?
I keep the statement with me, my lord. I get outside, the police were outside, and I hand him back to the policeman who brought him to me.
Manje ngathatha istatement ngasiphatha kumina ngase ke mina ke ngiyamdedela ngimnikeza leli phoyisa elamletha kumina phambilini.
I arrange with Brigadier Kininda to come to my office at Randburg to collect it, to collect the statement, because I didn't want to release with other people as it was having a confidential information. Some of the statement I did previously, I saw it full on the media exactly comma by comma. So now I gave it to the investigating officer in order to account for himself. I don't keep it in a copy.
Ngenza ke amalungiselelo ukuthi mhlawumbe naye ke ubaba uGininda okanye uBrigadier Gininda ukuthi azokwazi ukuthi asithole lesi statement ngimnikeze sona lesi statement ezandleni zakhe. Ngoba phela ke esikhathini esedlule bekunokwenzeka ke ukuthi i-statement ezinjena ke unikeza noma ubani ukuthi makasihambise uzothola ke okuqukethwe yilesi statement sekuyavelela nala kungamelanga ukuthi livelele khona. Manje ngenxa ukuthi lesi statement ke sasiquketheke izinto ezibucayi ngaphakathi ngenza isiqiniseko ke sokuthi sifika ezandleni zakhe uBrigadier Gininda mina uqobo lwami ngamnikeza sona.
Yes, and when did you hand him the statement?
He came the following day. It was weekend. I think he came on the Monday. I was at office. He came on first day of the week, and then he came to collect it.
Ngicabanga ukuthi bekungisomluko makeza ofisini ukuzothatha lesi statement. Bekuyusuku nje lokuqala lweviki uma eza ezothatha istatement ofisini.
Just that I don't remember whether it was weekend or what, but first thing in the morning when I was at work, he came and collected it.
Manje angisakhumbuli ngoba ke ukuthi mhlambe bekuyi weekend okanye ke bekuningi kodwa ke ngiyakhumbula nje usuku lokuqala nje mangase emsebenzini weze uzothatha lesi statement.
And Exhibit FF, is that the statement that you completed and the one that you handed to, you confirmed that to Brigadier Gininda? Yes, this document that you've just read out.
Yes, this is the exhibit. This original one is the one that I gave it to him. I didn't have it in a copy.
Iyona ncenye yobufakazi ke yona ke eyokuqala ke hayi icopy ngamnikeza yona ke ilokho njani yangempela uGininda uBrigadier Gininda.
Do you confirm the correctness thereof?
I don't understand, but who confirmed?
Do you confirm the correctness of this document?
Yes, it is the right document. Yes, madam.
Yebo ngiyaqinisekisa ke ukuthi okuqukethwe leli document kuqondile. Yebo ngiyaqinisekisa ke.
Thank you, Madam. That is all.
Yes, Mr. Rausipili.
As the court pleases, my lord, before I proceed, just to get clarification from the court, my lord, with respect to what was mentioned in 14.1, with respect to what the court earlier ruled regarding
What's that?
Section 35.
What's that?
In 14.1, what was mentioned that was not supposed to be mentioned by this witness, that the provisions of Section 35, as the court previously ruled, that it be invoked.
No, he asked the witness, what is he arrested for?
Yes.
And according to him, the witness said, I'm arrested for shooting a person. And I said, that is a form, the law is with this repository. That is self-incriminating.
Yes.
Because at that stage,
Yes.
he hadn't done any other thing. And I said, that question could be admissible after.
Indeed, so.
And I don't want to say after the accused has been
Yes.
apprised of his rights. You understand where I'm getting to?
Yes.
But let me read you what I read. Because even Mr. Malui, seem to think ek is verkeerd. I'm not. Ja. So Section 35.5 says, evidence obtained in a manner that violates any right in the Bill of Rights must be excluded if the admission of that evidence would render the trial unfair or otherwise be detrimental to the administration of justice. Because when a person takes a statement, he is taking the evidence from whoever is making the statement. So that was the reason, sir. Yes, any cross-examination?
Indeed, so my lord. Colonel, when Brigadier at the time, Gininda, asked you to assist with taking down a statement, was it for the first time that you had had such a request from him?
Uma ecela-ke ubabugcinile ukuthi uthathe istatement bekuqala mhlawumbe-ke akunikeza-ke lo msebenzi wokuthatha istatement.
Specific for him to take a call and call me, it was the first time.
Shuthi-ke ngendlela eyikhethile uthi yena athathe ucingo angifonele ubeqala ukukwenza.
And did you know him as a person before Gininda?
I know him as a police officer, yes.
Yebo bengimazi phambilini njengephoyisa ubaba uGininda.
And your testimony is that the suspect that you had to take the statement from was brought by Monaring. Where was this Monaring person based? Do you know?
Yes, he gave me as the person who worked for Metropolis at Edinburgh.
Yebo lona-ke umnareni wase-ke uyangitshela okanye kwaba nokuthize anginikeza khona-ke okumayelana nomsebenzi wakhe usebenzela-ke ekuruleni.
Ekuruleni Metropolis, I don't know this for what, but it's SWAT.
Kanti-ke ekuruleni Metropolis angazi-ke leli gama elithi SWAT.
Was Monaring in the company of any other police officers?
My lord, I was inside the office, I couldn't see, but it's a general knowledge. I don't think he can go alone.
Manje mina bengise-ofisini bengaphakathi e-ofisini bengakwazi ukubona ukuthi uhamba nobani ngaleso sikhathi lo umnareni. Kanti-ke kuyiyona nje indlela ejwayelekile ukuthi amaphoyisa ahambe wonke.
Now, can you provide the general physical appearance of that suspect when you saw him for the first time?
Although I don't understand
The general physical appearance.
It was normal, he was appearing normal.
Futhi-ke ubekuke nje ngendlela ejwayelekile uma ngiqala ukumbona lo ubusolo obezophana ngestatement sakhe.
Could you also describe the general physical appearance of the clothing that he was wearing?
As I wrote here, my lord, the clothing that he was a dark black tracksuit, top, striped t-shirt, TH label, blue jean, made of red bat, and red Cavella shoes.
Njengoba sengishilo-ke ukuthi ubefake i-tracksuit emnyama kanti-ke efake nayo-ke i-t-shirt enama-stripe kanti ubefake ne-jean eli-blue le-red band kanti futhi-ke ubefake ney'cathulo-ke ezibomvu amakhavela.
And because this person, the suspect, hasn't seen you before and you have not seen him before, can you just give a brief description of his demeanor as he was brought into your office?
No, the demeanor was good, my lord. The demeanor was good.
Ngendlela bebukeka ngakhona okanye ayiphathe ngakhona bekukahle nje, bekukahle.
Now, at some stage you say the suspect asked you to loosen up the handcuffs because they were tightly or overly tightened up. Did you, there by the wrist area, see any injuries where he was cuffed?
Yes, my lord, I saw that the handcuffs were tight and then it was, how can I put it, just wrist a little bit. I don't know, the scars or what, swollen, yeah, swollen a little bit. Let me put it like that. Swollen a little bit.
Yebo ngike ngabona nje ukuhlakala la bekuhleli khona ke ozamkosi ukuthi ngathi ubevukele ngenxa yokufaka kwazo lezo ozamkosi.
And did you request, before you interviewed him, the suspect that was brought to you, did you ask to examine him for any other injuries on his body or his person?
No, I didn't ask, my lord.
Azange ngimbuze ukuthi ngabe unawo yini amanye amanxeba emzimbeni wakhe engawabonanga kodwa azange ngimbuze.
I didn't ask to examine about the injuries. I asked about the injuries. He said no injuries, except that one for handcuffs.
Or azange ushuthi ke ukumhlolisisa azange ngimhlolisise kodwa ke ukumbuza khona ukuthi ngabe unawo yini amanye amanxeba ngaphandle kwalawo ke awebonakala khona la kuhlakala lokho ngambuza khona.
And the interview with the suspect, was it electronically recorded, either audio, visually, or both?
I know they were not.
Shuthi ke azikho izisetshenziswa ke zokuxosha umsindo okanye lokho kwakwenzeka ngenkathi ngiyembuza umbuzo.
Now, you commenced the interview with the suspect. Did you ask him how old he was?
Although I don't remember,
noma ngingasakhumbuli ukuthi ngambuza yini iminyaka yakhe.
specific, I don't remember because I didn't write it down.
Ngaleyo ndlela nje eyikhethile ngoba angibhalanga phansi usho khona ukuthi mhlambe azange ngimbuze iminyaka yakhe.
Did you ask him his level of education?
Yes, my lord, although I didn't write it down also, I remember I asked him about education. He said he last at a lower level. He didn't even mention the class.
Na noma ke ngingazange ngakubhala phansi lokho kodwa ke ukuthi uye esikolweni kufika kuphi ke lokho ngambuza khona washo ke ufundile kodwa ke wenze nje amabanga phansi esikolweni kazange akasho ugrade bakhe.
Did you ask him before the interview commenced what was his physical and mental condition, whether he was ready, capable to do that interview with you?
Can you repeat the question, my lord? Don't
Did
get
you
it.
ask him about his physical and mental condition, the readiness to proceed with the interview that you were about to embark on?
Yes, my lord. I asked him whether he's under influence of liquor. Because I saw him that he's a normal person. He said he's not. He last drank a long time ago. That's when I concluded that no, he's fit.
Manje yebo ngike ngambuza lokho ke isimo sakhe somqondo ukuthi ngabe sisimeme yini ukuthi angaqhubeka ngokwenza ke lesi statement ngoba ngambuza ukuthi ngabe washayile yini amponjwana amanzi wathi cha wagcina kudala ukuphuza ngase ngiyabona ukuthi hayi kulungeleke ukuthi singaqhubeka ukuthi aphane statement sakhe.
Now, before you proceeded with the interview, you then warned the suspect about his constitutional rights, correct?
That's correct, my lord.
Yebo ukuqhubeka ke ngalolu hlelo angoba siqhubeke ngalo ngamxwayisa okanye ngamnikeza ke amalungelo wakhe ubuya ke ngomthethoseko wethu.
And the rights that you explained, correct me if I'm wrong, this one contained these boilerplate rights that are on the pro forma at page 1, correct?
Yes, my lord, as a directive, please.
Yebo ibona ke amalungelo engengamphethela wona ke njengoba ke evela kule khasi lokuqala kanti ke indlela ke esiphoqwa ngakhona ke umthetho ukuthi sisebenze ngakho.
But I added, my lord, that to give me the right that if there is somebody who threaten him, it's also his right to tell me that in order to help him.
Ngaphinde futhi ke ngamnikeza lolo lwazi ke ukuthi angangitshela uma ngabe khona umuntu ke omsabisayo ukuze ke ngikwazi ukumlekelela kuloko kakhulukazi ngoba ezophana ngaso lesi statement ngabe khona omsabisayo yini.
And that interview then proceeds and you use this pro forma, which has got certain preliminary questions, correct?
That's correct, my lord.
Yebo kwaba nemibuzo ke eza phambi kokuthi ke kuzobhalwa phansi ke lesi statement abezophana ngaso yena kanti ke lokho kuvelela khona kule pro forma lena esikhuluma ngayo.
My lord, at this time, because I'm going to go now into the meat of the question and answers, can we then take an early break and return maybe at 1:45?
What's
If
the
it's
time?
suitable with any.
It's correct too, my lord, but it never really works because the accused also need enough
Oh,
time
yes.
to have their meals.
Yeah. So
So
let's
I'll
take it
suggest
to-
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Okay, 2 o'clock.